Yay, peeps. How you all doing out there on that worldwide wobbly wonderful? Yes, Lyric Elle, aka the Academic Gem, here with you for the new moon in Capricorn reading. Hooray! Yes, happy birthday, all you Capricorns. It's coming up to the end of your season, yet some of you are still here. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a fine time. So Capricorn usually starts from around the 21st of December till about the 20th of January. And then we move into Aquarius. Now, as we know, last year when we had this sun in Capricorn and this new moon in Capricorn, we also had Saturn and Pluto with us on this journey in with the sun. And this was showing a strong vibration on how we work, what we working structures changing, etc. And it was a great hint for us to change our own working structures. So when we come to this particular time now, when Saturn has moved out, Pluto's still there, cleaning up all the mess of the physical. And Saturn has moved into Aquarius. So now our structures and the things that we're thinking about are more mental, more in the air. As we can see by our current situations, plenty of things in the air. So we have the sun in Capricorn. We will be having the new moon joining Capricorn on the 12th or 13th of January 2021. Depends where you are on the planet. And also look where 23 degrees of Capricorn is in your chart. Okay, so we're going to have the sun and the moon together, having a chit-chat conversation. And what are they conversating about? They're conversating about how do we go forward with our structures? What have we made so far? What have we built that we can think about and extend in our lives? What's helped us so far in this way, in the building part of our lives? What have we actually built? And how strong is that structure? Well, we'll soon know, because those structures will be tested mentally as Saturn and Jupiter have moved into Aquarius, and also Mercury. So let's have a look at the time passages quickly. So we all know what Capricorn stands for: grounding, working hard, structures, symbols, big organisations, etc. And so this is what we need in this winter time to keep us going. This is what we need to have a look at. So we'll just read quickly the sun in Capricorn. I did read it in my last video, but I think we should have it again. So we know with the sun in Capricorn, especially in the beginning of this period of the winter solstice, everyone's goals and ambitions shine. This is the season for building for the sake of the social matrix that surrounds us. And we take the honest out of cure as the symbol of our success in that important endeavour. Your sense of personal discipline is high, and your practical nature too. It's also a good time to exercise authority and natural mastery of your field, and to put your best foot forward. So this is the time where we stand up for ourselves. Capricorn's a very strong sign, very solid, last of the earth signs. It's the parent that tells you, I told you so. Okay. So, and we also have Mercury in Aquarius. Let's read that, shall we? Mercury represents mind and is a quick moving planet that spends only 2 to 3 weeks in a sign unless retrograde. Actually, I can see. With Mercury in Aquarius, everyone's style of communication becomes rather unconventional, visionary and brilliant. Ideas bubble over. Thanks to an inventive mindset, conversations become more far out, and debates are favoured over chattiness. Your powers of observation and detachment are great now. The mind is logical. So this is where our thoughts will be expanded, looking in other areas that we haven't delved into before. We do get Mercury in Aquarius once every, I need to look that up, I think at least once a year. And so this is the time for us to spark any bright ideas that we had, and people will be wanting to join us. As we know, Aquarius rules groups and large numbers, so we may be having far out conversations in more than one way. It might be distant people, far out places. We also have Venus in Capricorn. She's going to be here with this sun and moon, bringing some love and blessings after all the turbulence. And says, Venus in Capricorn. Everyone is more serious about love and money. It's possible that your values will turn more traditional right now. or that you'll be more aware of how relationships can provide stability and endure the test of time. This is also an excellent time to facilitate new business alliances. So while Venus is in Capricorn, she likes to be very structured. She likes to see what she's doing, attend meetings. She's got a notepad. So you have to be very on your game with your Venus. You have to love what you do, basically. You have to love the work that you do and the time that you put into that work. And Mars has finally left Aries, yay! After 6 months. I hope you found your hope you found your gusto. Indeed. So now you've got to take that gusto and you've got to pace it, because now we're in a solid earth sign. Mars is the planet of action and energy. With Mars in Taurus, and for you and for everyone, action becomes much more deliberate and grounded. There is a focus on finances. So this is a good time to patiently work towards accumulating more personal wealth. There also may be more courage to defend your personal values in some way. Okay, so Mars gives us the courage and the drive, doesn't he? So, and Taurus lets us hold that courage and drive and push forward with it and defend your own self, basically, in a more grounded way. So maybe you'll be defending certain possessions, maybe incidents over your home or over your money, your finances may arise. And so we'll have the gusto to deal with that, anything on a physical level. Okay, right, so Capricorn is symbolized by the goat that climbs up the steep mountain. It's a very hard drive. And so you have to look where this is in your chart. Where do you push hard? Where do you drive hard in your life to make a structure, to make it solid? As we can see around us, things are not very solid right now. Everything's a bit shaky. However, this is where we need to use our mind. And it seems like the planets are ahead of us. Yes, giving us a little bit of a heads up, giving us a little bit of a pathway to walk in and see where we are going. Okay, so I drew some cards. I drew some cards from Magical Messages, Magical Theory Messages. Indeed, by Doreen Virtue. That's right. Now, some people say, well, didn't she form a whole structure and then run away from it? Sometimes we build structures and then we think, okay, I'm going to leave that behind, let somebody else who wants to use that, and I'm going to make space and do something else. All of us as human beings have a right to do this. We do not have to stay in one particular position or be stuck in one particular place. And I think the breaking down of the structures has shown us this physically, and now we're going to be feeling it mentally with these big planets in Aquarius. Yes, so the cards that I chose for this beautiful new moon in Capricorn are assertiveness. And it says, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. How amazing is that? It's an amazing card. And the second card dropped out also. And it says, be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. How amazing is that? That's not Mars in Taurus and Capricorn Sun. And I don't know what is. Sorry, Rosie. Thank you for my beautiful roses. Here we go. Okay. Assertiveness. It's exactly right. Standing up for what we believe and also be yourself. Indeed. So, as we come to the end of this climbing up our mountains, we'll soon be at the top of our mountains, we'll be able to see, and Aquarius will have no trouble in informing us on what the next step is. Okay, peeps, well, here you go. Hope you enjoy this fantastic new moon in Capricorn. It's a dark moon, so you won't be able to see it. Great time to plant any new ideas that you want, any new structures you want to see within your life within the next 3 to 6 months. And happy planting. Thank you. Take care.